43223, the state of Ohio versus Ashley Fields. You are Ashley Fields?
Well, my name changed to Ashley Bailey, but
Again, I have no way of knowing that.
Okay,
Is that,
so yes.
are you, you were indicted under the name of Ashley Fields, is that you?
yes.
Ms. Fields, we are scheduled today for a pretrial conference. It's my understanding, and I just found out a few moments ago that you declined the appointment of counsel.
Yes.
Why would you do that?
Because Jesus Christ has my back and I don't need counsel.
Have you ever, do you have any training in the law?
No.
You ever went to law school? You're not authorized to practice law in the state of Ohio, is that correct?
Correct.
Oh, yeah, you have a right to represent yourself, but you understand that here in this courtroom, we play by certain rules, and the rules are very specific, the rules of evidence and the rules of procedure. Do you understand what those rules are?
Yes.
You understand the rules of evidence and the rules of procedure?
Yes.
Because you understand that if you choose to represent yourself in this matter, you'll be held to the same standard, and I will enforce the rules equally against you as I do against the prosecutor. You understand that?
Yes.
You want to represent yourself.
Yes.
All right.
Your Honor, I'll just note that at her arraignment on Friday, I raised an issue of competency based on her statements to the court during arraignment. This had been originally set for a pretrial later in the month. Based on her statements at arraignment and my suggestion of competency, I believe Magistrate Bessel had emailed Ms. Yazel asking for a sooner date for the court to kind of evaluate that and determine what was appropriate moving forward.
I think that's probably a good idea, Ms. Fields. What do you say you go by now?
Bailey.
Why did you change your name to Bailey?
I got married in here.
In here?
Well, in the jail facility.
Who married you?
Robert Todd Bailey.
No. What authority figure married you?
Jesus.
All right, well, the court does not, the state of Ohio does not recognize that. And again, you can throw out the name of Jesus. I personally am a believer, but that doesn't really change what you're facing here. And you seem to be taking this very, very lightly. So I am a little bit concerned. So I will order a competency evaluation, an allegation of what the underlying alleged facts are.
Yeah, she trespassed into Mr. Bailey's residence. She was found sitting at the dining room table in the victim's home. The victim explained that he arrived home to find his dog in the front yard with the front door open. He asked the defendant to leave after finding her inside. He does not know the defendant other than an interaction with his neighbor. I believe the defendant used to live with his neighbor, be in a relationship of some sort with his neighbor, but otherwise the victim does not have any relationship or knowledge of the defendant. Law enforcement that she does not know the victim other than living near him, and she again represented to the court on Friday that they had gotten married, which of course the victim says did not occur.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to find that you're indigent today for the purposes of retaining counsel, and I'm going to appoint Attorney Chloe Kirby. I'm going to appoint Ms. Kirby as standby counsel. I am going to order a competency assessment, so someone will be over to the jail to speak with you. You do need to cooperate with them, okay?
Okay.
All right, anything else, Ms. Nicholson, we can do today?
No, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Thank you all.
Thank you. God bless you guys.
5 CR 43223, the state of Ohio versus Ashley Fields. Good afternoon, Ms. Fields.
You?
Are you Ms. Fields?
No.
All right. Ms. Fields is present in court. With last time we were here, Ms. Fields had indicated that she had changed her name due to a marriage. Is that why you're refusing to answer?
If you're speaking to Ashley Bailey, I can answer.
I'm speaking to you,
Who's you?
the defendant in this case.
Which is?
Okay, I'm not going to argue with you. Last time we were here, the court had basically, Suspante had done a suggestion of incompetency, had appointed at that time Ms. Kirby, who was present in court as standby counsel. Ms. Fields had indicated that she was going to be representing herself or something to that effect. Ms. Nicholson is here on behalf of the state of Ohio. The court has received a report from Dr. Ledgerwood. The date of the report is 2826. Has everyone had an opportunity to review that report?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Kirby, I know that you have not had contact with Ms. Fields. I know that I had originally appointed you as standby counsel, but based on this report and her pending finding of incompetency, she is not capable at this time of waiving her right to counsel. So do we have a stipulation to this report from the state?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Kirby?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, at this time then, the court will find that Ms. Fields is incompetent to stand trial, but restorable to competency in the statutory time period. The least restrictive placement for her restoration is at Summit. You'll prepare an entry for me?
Yes, that will include an alternative placement.
Very good. Anything else from the state?
Not at this time.
Ms. Kirby?
No, Your Honor.
All right, thank you, Deputy. That's all.
We'll just be here for a minute.
5 CR 43223, the state of Ohio versus Ashley Fields. Ms. Fields is before the court with her counsel, Ms. Kirby, Ms. Nicholson, on behalf of the state of Ohio. On the issue of competency, the court has received a report from Dr. Rose from Summit. Has everyone had an opportunity to review that report?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
Do we have a stipulation to the report?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right,
Yes,
at
Your
this
Honor.
time, then the court's going to find that the defendant is competent to stand trial, and that will be, report will be admitted as the court's exhibit. Mr. Goodyear, what are we doing beyond that?
Your Honor, it's my understanding the defendant will enter a plea of guilty as charged to count 1 in the indictment, trespass into habitation. In exchange for that plea, the state will dismiss count 2.
Ms. Kirby, is that accurate?
That's my understanding, Your Honor. Ms. Fields has reviewed the plea form, and I believe she understands what she is pleading guilty to.
You're entering a plea of guilty to 1 count of trespass in a habitation. As a felony of the 4th degree, that carries a maximum penalty of 18 months in prison and a maximum fine of $2,500. The prison term is not mandatory. Do you understand the maximum penalty?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Goodyear, could you read a statement of facts?
Yes, Your Honor. Your Honor, by the 6th day of December 2025, Warren County, State of Ohio, the defendant, Ashley Fields, did by force, stealth, or deception trespass in a permanent or temporary habitation of any person when any person other than an accomplice of the offender was present or likely to be present, excuse me, in violation of section 291112B of Ohio Revised Code.
Anything on those facts?
Nothing on the facts, Your Honor.
Ms. Fields, did you hear the statement that was read?
Yes, sir.
Do you admit and acknowledge that what he said is true?
Yes, sir.
And again, you understand all the rights you're giving up by entering a plea of guilty, the rights we discussed?
Yes, sir.
What is your plea?
Guilty.
The court will make a finding that you've made a knowing, intelligent, and voluntary waiver of your constitutional rights that we've discussed. The court will accept your plea of guilty, and based upon the statement of facts in your plea, the court will make a finding of guilty. I am going to order a pre-sentence investigation, Ms. Fields. Quite frankly, I don't know enough about you or your history to sentence you today. So I'm going to order that, and we'll come back in a few weeks and do sentencing at that time. Mr. Goodyear, is there anything else?
Judge, nothing else other than we'd ask that she be held in the meantime.
Ms. Kirby, you wish to be heard?
Yes, Your Honor, thank you. Ms. has been doing some research and has been talking to some people at Summit about some potential mental health facilities that she could be transferred to or engaged in the meantime. One of which is Nova Behavioral Health, and I believe that they have an inpatient component to their facility. We would just ask that Ms. Fields be able to participate in any assessments and see if there is a bed available that she would be able to be transferred to at Nova or any other facility. Ms. Fields is doing extremely well with her mental health, and I think that we can all see that from the last time that we were here in court. She does have an underlying substance abuse issue that she wishes to get professional treatment for. She tells me that she's never had the opportunity to get real inpatient treatment for substance abuse and mental health alike, and would like the opportunity to do that instead of sitting in the county jail. She understands that there would likely be an ankle monitor component to this and is willing to comply with any orders of the court.
I am going to decline that request at this time. I quite, as I said before, quite frankly, Ms. Fields, I don't know enough about you. I'm just kind of reviewing your prior criminal history, which is significant for someone who presents the way that you do. So I'm going to deny that request. I'm going to hold you in Warren County Jail pending sentencing. All right,
Thank you, Your Honor.
This is case number 25CR43223, the State of Ohio versus Ashley Fields. Ms. Fields is before the court with her counsel, Ms. Kirby, Ms. Nicholson, Ms. Tranter, on behalf of the State of Ohio. You guys do that to me on purpose.
We do.
We're here for sentencing. Everyone's had an opportunity to review the PSI, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Tranter, anything on behalf of the state?
Your Honor, on behalf of the state, I do believe that Deputy Bailey is prepared to give a victim impact statement today.
Okay. You step up to the council table there, sir. Good morning.
I would just like to take a moment and say that being a victim of Miss Ashley Fields was, especially after retiring from law enforcement before becoming a deputy, as a citizen, I felt like I was violated, and I understand that there's court recommendations, and I'm willing to go along with all that, and I know you're going to make the right decision, but I would ask for punishment in the sense that somehow to where she becomes aware that her actions have got to stop, and if she's victimizing me, a neighbor, what makes her stop from victimizing a total stranger? And I would just thank you for your time.
Thank you, sir. Anything else?
Your Honor, I know we had some discussions in chambers. Ultimately, depending on what the court's sentencing decision is, there's going to have to be a place for Ms. Fields to reside. My understanding is the home she was previously residing in is next door to Deputy Bailey, and we suggest that that is not going to be a good idea. My understanding also in speaking with probation is that she is not medication compliant at this point. While she has been held in the jail, she's been refusing to take any prescribed meds, and that's a problem too. So we just ask the court to take those two issues into consideration in formulating a sentence.
Thank you. Anything from probation?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Ms. Kirby?
Yes, Your Honor. Your Honor, after hearing everybody speak today and speaking extensively with Ashley about the situation, we asked the court to take into account that she has been in custody for 188 days on this matter. During that 188 days, I think it's pretty well known that Ashley has been transformed from somebody who desperately needed medication and intervention to somebody who stands here today clear-minded and able to talk to you rationally and reasonably. There has been some communication about her not being medication compliant. I did talk to her about that just now. She said she's taking 2 of her prescribed medications, but perhaps there's a couple that she is not taking, and she does understand that she does need to be medication compliant, and there are people out there who have prescribed these things for her because they believe that it will work. Her fiance is here in the back supporting her. He told me right before this started that he believed hers saved her life. If you look at the pre-sentence investigation, it stated that she had been smoking meth daily, and it said that there were some mental health diagnoses that went untreated. Being in custody of Summit and the jail, she's been able to regulate those diagnoses, regulate her mental health, and obviously be sober off of any substances. We asked the court to follow the recommendation of the pre-sentence investigation, place her on probation, and transfer her to a residential facility where she can continue to get the help that she needs. We do not believe that prison is the answer here. We believe that treatment and then some sort of a phase-in plan that the treatment facility can help her with, such as sober living, help with employment, help with housing, giving her resources on how to stay sober out in the community. That's really what she needs. She needs help to be able to move forward and and be a member of society, sober and on her medication. Your Honor, thank you for your time today.
Ms. Fields, is there anything you'd like me to know before I sentence you?
Yes, Your Honor. I'd like to apologize to you in your courtroom for my actions that landed me here. And I'd also like to apologize to you, Todd Bailey, my neighbor, for my actions that landed me here, but you did save my life. I called the police on me. This isn't the place I want to be, but you did help save me because I was going down the wrong pathway with alcohol and drugs. So thank you, and I'm very, very sorry to make you feel less than. I'm very sorry, Todd. And I also, Your Honor, would like to ask you that you take into consideration that I do have 2 young sons that have been with my mom that desperately need me. This isn't who I am or want to be. I know I'm better than this.
Did you address the medication?
Yeah, the medicine I was receiving in Summit, they don't give all of those here. And then I thought I could just like not take one of the depressants that they had me on. So I tried to go without it, but I understand I do need it. And I will be more than compliant if you please give me a chance on probation or rehab. My fiance's called like to coach, Recovery Works, Nova House. I've never had rehab before or probation, but I promise I won't let you down.
Where do you plan on living?
My sister's house, she lives here in Lebanon. She doesn't mind, and my fiance also, we own apartments here in Lebanon, so.
You can't go back to his house.
No, he owns apartments here in Lebanon. We have somebody moving out.
I mean, there's a protection order out that Deputy Bailey has against
Yeah.
you. You can't go back and live next door to him. That ain't gonna happen.
I know. Yeah, he has a.
And here's my concern, and which I'll let you address. My concern is that you were at Summit for a significant period of time. You were ordered, or you were prescribed medications, and then you're back at the jail, and you've been restored to competency, and then you decide on your own that you're not going to take certain medicines that were prescribed to you. That's a problem. Because this is a pattern that develops with people with, and again, I understand mental illness, I do. But when people are prescribed medications, when they start to feel better, because of the medications, they decide then that they don't need them anymore and they stop taking them, and then they just create this cycle. You know, I'm looking back, I mean, your record isn't great. You've been to prison before, and it wasn't that long ago for a pretty significant offense. How can I be assured, and how can I protect the public from you if you just go out there and decide you're not going to take your meds anymore? I mean, you really hate to send someone to prison because they have mental health issues, but you're making a choice to stop taking the medication that's been prescribed to you, and it's causing a problem. When you are like that, you are a danger to our community. Do you understand that? I have an obligation to protect our community. And here I have someone in front of me that, I mean, I clearly have mental health issues, but if you're gonna self-treat, self-medicate, and stop taking medication that's properly prescribed to you, that's a problem. Do you agree?
I agree. I promise I'll take it.
Well, I get promises every day from people. Every day someone comes in and says, I promise you I won't be back. That's not always sufficient to. All right. Court's considered the statements made here today, the pre-sentence investigation, the purposes and principles of sentencing, the relevant seriousness and recidivism factors. You are ordered to successfully complete mental health counseling. I am going to order you into a residential treatment right now, and I think the officer is going to be looking at the coach perhaps, but you're going to complete that. You'll be placed on electronically monitored house arrest while you are there, and that will continue at your PO's discretion. So you'll be on monitor until your PO says you can come off. You are ordered to maintain medication compliance. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
You will remain in the Warren County Jail until you are medication compliant. You are to have no contact with Deputy Bailey. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
You're ordered to successfully complete the corrective thinking course. You have 188 days jail time credit as of today. The court will find that you're indigent for the purpose of any fines, costs, or other financial sanctions. Now, I'm not going to fool around with this medication stuff. You have one shot at this, because I'm telling you right now, this is a close call for me. The fact that it's an F4, I understand what Deputy Bailey said, and I know he understands what I'm saying, but if you so much as look at him crossways, I'm gonna send you to prison, because I'm not gonna take a chance that you're gonna hurt somebody. Do you understand me? Ms. Tranter, is there anything else?
No, sir.
Ms. Kirby?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
All right, and Ms. Fields, you got this one chance to get this right.
You got it.
Chloe, would you leave the PSI for me?
Yes, I was gonna give it to Justin, thank you,
All right.
Judge.